This show contains adult content. Hello everyone, this is Caleb Sunstead, your host and game marshal. Thanks to everyone that took the survey. That thing has finally closed. We got so much good information. We're still sort of filtering through, but we did pick a contest winner out of that. Jeremy Brousseau, I think is how you pronounce it. I should have sent you an email. We should send you a deck of cards here soon if you can get your address to us. Thanks to everyone that took the survey, and thanks to all of our patrons. Thanks to Greg Gray, Ariel Weiss, Kyle Neese, Jared, Aaron Blackston, Jonathan Turner, Gary Oswald. Thank you so much. And this week, thank you to Goose, Prime, David Hayes, and Mo Skell. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you and everyone else that supports us on Patreon. We did reach our goal. At our next goal, we're going to start recording post-game chats where hopefully we talk about the session we just played and then post that on our Patreon page. I think this will be really fun, and it'll be a way to force my players to talk about the game with me, so that'll be pretty cool. I think that's all for this week. So with all that out of the way, welcome back to the Weird West. We open on Ellis, the sunlight of the afternoon Arizona sky glinting on your golden, expressionless mask. The crowd is surging up against you. I think it's fair, since you're fighting 50 people, to give you an action before we deal initiative. What would you like to do first? I think you're on your horse at the top of these steps as 50 people are surging towards you. The other half of the crowd, 50 of them, running to put out the fire started by your brother Harper as you hold atop the courthouse steps.
Would it be possible to go inside the doors, and can I get off my horse and hold them shut?
Absolutely, yeah. You pull the horse inside, slide off as it starts to run away from the crowd, and we get a shot over your head as you pull these two doors in front of the crowd that slams up against them as you pull them shut. Let's see. Well, first thing that comes to mind is we just do opposed strength rolls between you and the crowd. I think it would be cool if it was like a thing that's escalating, you know?
Crowd gets stronger and stronger as more and more people start pushing on it.
Yeah, we just increase their strength die every round. Oh yeah, and then we don't even have to do combat. That's cool.
Thanks, Caleb.
Yeah.
Would that be worth a Benny?
Yeah, you're right.
Can I have a Benny for shooting that guy in the knee, Caleb?
Get a Benny for that good idea, Cameron. Thanks. So this is a huge crowd. Let's start it at them at a D10 strength. And I think, Ellis, this will just be opposed by your strength since you don't have time to barricade or anything.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Come on, baby.
Not off to a good start.
Oh, they got a 9, dude.
Yeah, I'm in a Benny.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. That 6 blows up. Look at that.
That 6 blows up.
All right, so that is 6, 6, 12 plus 2, 14 plus 1, because my strength is 15.
With a raise even. I think the raise will give you a +1 on your next strength roll against the crowd. What is it that helps you stop them?
What's the floor of this place made out of?
I think it's marble as well. Beautiful white with black streaks.
So I think just before these guys make it to the door, he stomps onto this marble floor to make himself 2 little divots for his feet to brace himself in. And then he just puts both of his arms on this double door, right?
Yeah.
1 arm on each door, braces himself against those marble divots.
The shot is divided halfway. It's a cutaway of the wall, right? Like a black line in the center of the frame. And on the left is Ellis dug in. And on the right is this horde, almost a Renaissance style painting of 50 people pressed up against this door.
And the horse is inside the building?
Yeah, the horse is running off to the left of the shot.
So I think Ellis just says to the horse as it runs away, it was nice knowing you. If something happens to me, tell my wife I love her.
And the horse says, "You got it, Ellis."
We cut outside to Harper having snuck away from the fire with little difficulty as the crowd goes to put it out. What are you doing, Harper?
Harper is kind of looking for either another place to start a fire. He's looking to maybe see if he can get the attention of more people. The bigger the fire gets, the higher the risk they lose everything.
True.
So he's going to try to pull some more people by doing that. I don't think that he really knows that Thaddeus helped him get their attention on the last try. So he's just going to, do the same thing again, probably on like a bigger building, like on the other side of town.
Do you want to spend more power points to aid him?
Well, we're not going for massacre, right, guys?
No.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can do what you want.
regardless.
I would say no, though.
I guess if you're going across town, maybe it's not a roll we make right now anyway, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think we run off and try to stealth away.
Yeah, we see Thaddeus pulling away from this rooftop he's found himself on, and then following Harper to the other side of town. As we cut to Lucky on horseback inside this grand new courthouse, following behind James and Marshall Elwood and Abel, the judge.
The judge.
He takes you to the very nice jail that's held within this courthouse. Got 10 cells, iron bars, noticeably less enticing than the rest of the building. Maybe it was here before the courthouse was built, as its wood paneling and the marble floors give way to cut stone floors. A single lantern lights the darkened room with some light beams coming in from a hole in the ceiling. He pushes in, and then Lucky, I think this is an area you'd have to walk your horse into or leave your horse behind.
I'll walk him in.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so I'll jump off and just casually kind of keep him alongside me.
So the shot we see is Lucky walking through the door and leading his horse, who lowers its head behind him and walks into the room. And as Lucky turns around, the camera turns around with him, and we see two figures in a jail cell. The camera dollies past Abel and the marshal to the jail cell, coming towards the jail bars is Reno Clanton, the firstborn of your twins, Abel. The one thing that is immediately recognizable about Reno is the scowl of disapproval on her face that rests like any good crow. She's about 5'6". She's brunette, her hairstyle most accurately described as a mop. Harsh, angular eyebrows with a soft nose, brown eyes, indistinct. And she's wearing sort of cowboy clothes. The thing that sticks out to you, though, Abel, is she is so old. The last time you saw her, she was 10, 12. And this is basically a full-grown person at this point. Her brother stands up behind her with slumped shoulders, a contrast to his sister's confidence. He's wearing blue while she wears black, and his features remind you a bit of Harper, although maybe a bit rounder.
Will you come to kill us or what?
Abel takes a deep breath. He can feel the pressure of the crowd outside, and this is a moment he has also been dreading for a while. Nope. Well, not yet. We gotta get you out of here and then we'll have words. Hannibal, he looks past the girl to his son. Stand up straight.
He stands bolt upright with surprise, his eyes darting between you and Reno. Reno stands slack-jaw for a moment, and then she straightens her jaw, but you can tell her face softens into almost an expression of fear.
Daddy? What the hell?
Just move your fucking ass. Sheriff, open this up.
The sheriff looks between you and her. Now, wait,
You
hold
got
on.
3 seconds. He puts the shotgun to his temple.
Make an intimidation roll, man. This is going to be at -2 because of his major hindrance code of honor.
Lucky's also going to immediately pull his gun on the other guy.
All right, I do have ugly, which gives me a buff, right? Or not anymore?
I think so, yeah.
That's good, because with that and the negative, I get a 4.
Cool. The sheriff gulps, produces the ring of keys from his belt, and moves to the door. Reno looks between you and him, and as the door slides open, she opens it up and with a smile nods to him and says,
Thanks, Marshall.
and looks over to you.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Abel roughly just grabs her by the collar, right? By the shoulder of her jacket and shoves her towards the door. And then when Hannibal does not move with the speed to his liking, he likewise reaches in, grabs the kid by the back of the neck and shoves him roughly forward. Sheriff, you get us out of here right now.
Back the way we came. Cut to the door. Ellis, this one's going to be a D12 versus your strength. You get a +1
boy.
because of your previous
Big boy.
roll. 9.
Oh boy.
What'd you get?
That's a 7.
+2?
No, that is with the +2.
Oh.
That's rough.
All right.
Yeah,
Benny time.
You just gotta hold it one more time. Come on, baby.
Jeez. Come on, baby. What happens if there's a tie?
I think with a tie, neither of you succeeds, which means they don't get in, but you don't stop them, which means that they would start to push the doors open. There would be a break, and I think they would get a +1 on their next roll. So they'd be rolling a d12 +2 next round.
All right. I guess that's what happens. I think as Ellis is holding this door and he's bracing himself against this marble floor, I think it starts to crack and crumble as this door is getting pushed. The marble's kind of giving out.
These sharp, like, pops echoing in the courthouse as the screams start to pour in through the open crack, and you see the face of that hardened rancher smiling as her and her minions of justice make headway. Back to the sheriff and all of them, Ellis with that roll buys you enough time to make it to a place where you get a run at the back door. Reno is talking to Hannibal, whispering to him, and he's sort of like nodding along, and you can see she's sort of like building up his confidence as they walk along. The marshal takes you back the way you came, coming into this massive hallway in which you first entered, and he like points to the right, and Abel and Lucky, you look to the left at your brother holding the line. Ellis, you look back at your brothers, but we need to make another roll, because this will either be you buy him time or you gotta run right now.
All right.
What do you got, strong boy?
What do you have, Caleb?
Oh man, 13.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, baby.
That's not a blow up, but I'm going to try, right?
Yeah.
I got one more Benny.
You're within distance of me. I'll let you use one of mine.
For real?
Yeah.
All right, we're grasping at straws
What
here.
a brother.
What does Lucky say?
I don't like Lucky always saying shit. He just knows,
He
brotherly protection.
I look to
you know?
Lucky. I say, I got to save Lucky.
Yeah, see, that's
I got to
the
save
issue
those
with it.
sunglasses.
That's the issue with that feat. It's
Oh, they're
like,
gonna break his sunglasses if they get in here.
Oh, man.
What do you
That's
got?
so close.
what'd you get,
Well,
12?
that is a 12. I do have a Benny, but I don't think...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should I try it? I should
don't
just
know,
try it.
dude.
What else am I going
No
to use
way.
it? What else am I going to use it on? Soaking a
When the
bunch of
crowd
wounds?
starts shooting, probably.
But you can ghost.
But I don't know, dude. If we end up in a chase after this, like
I can ghost.
Last
sure,
Benny.
yeah, okay.
I believe
All right,
in you.
all right.
This
All
is
right, I
great.
trust you.
That's a 6 that
there we
blew
go.
up.
Come on,
Okay.
keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
There's no way. It's going to blow up
Keep
again.
going.
Come on. Come on.
Nope.
The doors are pushed open. It's not your strength that gives way, Ellis, but rather the fulcrum you sit upon. The marble breaks underneath your foot, and you like slip backwards as the doors burst open. The rancher screams in delight as fist pumps go in the air, and they start to charge inwards. Okay. Let's figure out how we're going to do this. Let's think about this. We cut over to Abel and Lucky. Lucky, you look over to your brother, kind of silently wishing him to hold the line, and he does not. A mob of people about to push past him. Y'all want to just run? What do you want to do here?
So do we get an action before we get into all this shit?
Yeah, well, you tell me what you want to do, and we'll educate. I don't know if it's going to be a chase. I don't know what this is going to be.
How close are we to the exit? We're standing at the exit, more or less,
I
right?
think you're sort of equidistant between the back door and the front door. So you've got a head start in the mob. I think it's about 60 feet both ways.
Is there any ornate chandelier or anything like that
Tons.
in here?
Tons.
Can I try to bullseye one and cause one to fall and maybe kind of dissuade the crowd from going any further?
You can slow them down for sure. Yeah, that would be a shooting roll at -4 to shoot a rope.
Easy. Easy.
Easy, Lucky says.
Easy.
Lady in hand, handle burning.
4. I'm going to Benny that. So that's an 8 minus 4, so 4.
Oh hell
to
yeah,
hit.
you did it.
Oh my God.
Got him.
So Lucky, you pull up your pistol, cock the hammer, close one eye, pull the trigger, and we cut to Ellis. Ellis, what are you doing as this crowd pushes in?
I think I would start swinging. So I don't know if you want to
Okay,
do
great.
initiative or what.
Okay, Ellis, your goal here is sort of just to stop as many of them as possible.
Yeah, I just want to try and slow them down a little bit.
Let's just do a fighting roll, and every success and raise will sort of determine how successful you are. I think to set the stakes beforehand, I think a success means that hey, you stop some of them, but also you're going to get mobbed. And then we'd start rolling for that. I think a raise is you manage to stop some of them, and also none of them are going to have an easy time trying to like grab you or restrain you.
Okie dokie. That is a success.
Cool. Yeah. How do you like disable 5 of them?
5 of them. I think that when they burst in, they knock these doors off the hinges, and Ellis is able to hold on to one. As he gets pushed back with it, he maybe swings it back around and just smashes it into the face of, 5 of these people, splintering this wooden door all over the room.
Yeah, I mean, and this thing is huge too. It's like the size of a canoe or something. There are definitely some broken bones and scattering people. It's like water splitting on a breaker, this horde of people mobbing around you. Some of them are going to like grab at your sides, and they're going to try to grapple you. So we need to make an opposed athletics roll. I'm not going to roll for them individually. I'm going to say as a crowd, they have a D10.
Oof.
Because, I mean, this is a lot of people. 9.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Nope.
How much? What did you roll?
3.
Okay, so no raise. That is good. You are simply entangled and you are not bound. Arms grasp at you from all sides, and like you have no problem knocking off individual people with like your elbows and like punching people, kicking people, but it's just being overwhelmed. Many of them rush past you as the gunshot fires from Lady's barrel and the chandelier slams down in front of them. It hits a few of them, sprawling them to the floor, and then others like look around to the roof as if it was going to fall down on top of them.
As Lucky bullseyes that, he turns back to Abel and the kids and the sheriff and all them. And with a big golden smile, he says, hey, I'm Lucky Crow, and I think I'm your uncle.
Hannibal shoots you a smile and says,
Hey, I'm Hannibal, and I guess I'm your nephew.
as like Reno pulls him ahead towards the door and he gets cut off, and she shoots both of you like a condescending frown as she pulls him towards the exit. I don't think I need to roll so much to run as I just need to roll some like parting shots at you. Some of the crowd draws their weapons as they catch eye of the Clanton twins. I think especially that rancher woman yells out, "There they are," or some other such condemnation, and many shots ring out. They're going to get quite a few negatives, but I'm just going to roll a handful of D6.
Yeah,
Fun.
why not?
He's getting a lot of D6s.
Yeah, that's a lot. There's going to be some blowing up.
Oh my god. Oh my
That
god.
is a lot.
It looks like I grabbed 9, so that's
Well, put some away. What are you doing?
so. They're getting a -4 on this shot between Ellis and Lucky and the range and everybody running. 4 is like the maximum amount I can give, I think. I don't know if that's true.
You could get more.
Oh my God. That's the most insane roll I've ever rolled. So I rolled 9 dice. None of them blew up, which means none of them hit. I rolled 3 1s, and then I rolled damage for all of them to hit innocent bystanders. With a revolver, which is 2d6, I rolled 6 6, re-rolled into 6 6.
Oh, jeez.
3 1. So 2 of the crowd get shot from behind them as like the rancher woman yells back at them to stop their firing, you know. Lucky you see 2 people get shot that managed to make it past the chandelier. God, you hate to see it. You guys take off towards the door. Ellis, you're caught in the middle of this crowd, many of them surging past you. I don't think there's many folks staying behind with you, but there's probably like a group of 6 that are back this far, and like 3 of them are grabbing you. What do you want to do?
I think I'm going to try and break out.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm going to try and break free. See how that goes first. So I could do a strength at -2 or an athletics roll.
Which is D12 -1 for you?
If I have D12 plus 1 strength, so it'd just be a D12 -1. That 6 blows up. Yeah, I got 11, -1, 10.
Opposed by a 4, so that's with a raise even. You break 3. What do you think that raise is? How does that help you escape?
These are just kind of common folk, right?
Yeah, these are mostly ranchers that she's riled up, or ranch hands.
I don't know if he'll give it to me, but if that raise could mean that I get to make an intimidation roll as a free action, and if they fail, then they bounce, because I just pushed 3 guys off of me.
That sounds great. Yeah, the people around you, no big deal.
Yep.
You got it.
Let's see. I don't have a great intimidation, but I do get +2 because I'm
Spoopy.
dead.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a 4, so probably not.
Most of them break and run. I rolled 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 4. And the 4s being tied, I think they're sort of stunned in inaction. They're not going to run, but they're definitely like taken aback at you, just like you're being grabbed on both arms. And then there's one on your right arm that you just swing with your whole arm. Like a 4-year-old child is holding onto your arm, you know, and then you throw them off. Yeah. How do you want to intimidate these people?
Yeah, kind of like what you said. It's just like unnatural strength, like people trying to restrain some sort of large animal or something, you know? Yeah, maybe one on each arm. They get flung off. The guy in the center of me maybe was holding me down, and I just kick him off towards the door. I do one of those kung fu things where you snap back to your feet.
A kip up?
I do one of those kip ups.
Quite a few of them run out the front door, and the 2 that get 4s aren't going to run away, but they'll like look at each other and then run past you with the rest of the group towards the chandelier. We cut to Harper and Thaddeus. What have you been doing?
Oh, shit, we gotta be finding some horses around here, right?
Yeah, I think that
Collect horses.
Harper was going to start another fire and then looked over and saw the people break through the door and just kind of gave up on that. I think he rode by like one of the saloons, just like grabbed as many horses as he could and had them like all follow him over, and he's just looking for that rear exit.
Okay, cool. We could make a roll to see how quickly you'll be able to set them up and take them off, you know? Like I'm not sure I want to have a conflict with a saloon owner that's mad at you for taking horses. That seems dumb, but
I feel like if it's any roll, it's a perception to try to like, because I don't know where the exit is. I like have to go back there and find it. And
Okay.
like, who knows what's around there.
that's really good, yeah. Let's have you make a notice roll. Failure, you're still going to find it. You're just going to be a bit late. Success means you arrive sort of with heat, and a raise means that you arrive with, you're great.
Caleb, is it further than 30 feet?
No, don't worry about that for this.
Yes. I fucking did it.
Great.
No raise.
The shot is like you two mounting horses outside a saloon as you pull them off the poles, and some people in the saloon going, "What the hell?" And like a bunch of people running towards the door. As they run outside, we see you like galloping towards the back of the courthouse. Abel, are you still holding one of your children in hand, or are you just leading the way?
No, just kind of pushing them forward, making sure they're in front of me. I got that shotgun in one hand. I'm keeping an eye on the sheriff because I don't know what he's going to do when we get to the next stage of this operation.
Great, yeah. The sheriff runs towards a new door, but in an old style, an old oak door with a golden doorknob. He opens it into the sunlight as a small step of stairs lead down onto the cut stone street. And as you look around to this palisade wall, you see your brother Harper and your brother Thaddeus pulling up with perfect timing around the courthouse, pulling up to the steps as they catch eyes on you.
Nice.
And then that's before a horse barrels past you out of the door, pushing past your children as Ellis's horse takes flight. Thaddeus grabs it in its reins or whatever. I don't care. That's cool.
Yeah.
Why'd you even add the horse if you're not going to do anything?
So I feel like the shot is like almost from their perspective, right? As that door busts open and then you like see everybody ride up and Harper just reaches a hand down and just like grabs the first person and like pulls him up onto his own horse.
Yeah.
And they just start riding off.
Yeah, I don't think we make any effort to take the sheriff with us.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah,
man.
so
Leave him.
that's a conflict for sure. Is like, how many horses did you show up with?
Probably like only 3. Like I feel like drawing 2 horses behind yourself is not easy. And I feel like Thaddeus is not going to be able to ride a horse and drag 2 horses.
I don't have good riding.
Right.
There's
so I feel
a
like
bit of a
it's
challenge
3.
there.
Lucky has a horse.
I have a horse.
So we
Right.
need 1, 2, 3, 4, and we only have 3. So somebody's riding double.
Right, yeah. Probably the twins.
The twins are riding double, and I'll just go grab Ellis.
I feel like we're not going to let the twins have their own horse.
Oh, yeah, they're riding double with us.
Tell me how you're pairing up people, and I will describe how badly the marshal reacts.
Abel grabs a horse, swings up into the saddle, and then reaches down to grab Hannibal and pull him up behind him.
Then, yeah, I guess Harper's got Reno, and Lucky's got his own horse.
Lucky pops up on his own horse, and as he pops up there, he throws down the flamethrower and says, "Hey, give this to that one rancher lady. Tell her sorry for the cattle."
I'm keeping my eyes on the prisoners. The marshal pushes past, like steps over the flamethrower and puts his left hand up to you, Lucky, to get pulled up onto your horse.
No. Lucky's just gonna fucking take
Just
off.
Yeah, we just ride away. Ellis, what are you doing?
Right away.
James is doing the same thing to you, Thaddeus.
James is doing the same thing.
Yeah,
to me.
the deputy.
Oh, no. I didn't even like roll up close enough. I wasn't picking up
Oh,
anybody to
okay,
ride
okay,
with.
okay.
I was just pulling the other horses along.
Yeah, so James is coming up behind the marshal. Lucky tries to take off.
Lucky spurs his horse and tells the marshal, "You got to get this crowd under control, sir." And fucking is gonna just take off.
I mean, that's cool. Cool. I'm trying to think. His whole motivation, everything is like, hey, man, these prisoners need to see justice. He's been putting off this crowd for 3 months because I know they're guilty, but we got to fucking have justice.
Sure,
and now these
sure.
people have pulled up, but I don't know.
I don't know how a normal person would react. I would probably freeze up in this situation. I would probably like watch them riding away, hear the people slamming through the door behind me, just be like,
Okay, I know. I got it. The marshal pulls up his pistol and cocks the hammer. You come on back now. And if there's no response, he'll, with great sorrow, take a shot.
At who?
Little Lucky, probably.
We got to change something about this, guys. Something about this doesn't feel right.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
oh, you know what happens? He pulls his pistol and then like points it at us.
Yeah.
And Harper pulls his pistol and gives it to Reno.
Okay, perfect.
But he still shoots at Lucky.
Yeah.
Reno shoots at Lucky too.
Can I do a quick draw and blast the pistol out of his hand?
Yeah, so...
Agility checks?
Yeah, it's either agility checks or we just deal initiative.
I feel like agility checks is cooler.
Yeah, let's do agility checks. Let's do it.
Shit, how did I get in this?
Probably get +2 because you have the speed draw holster, right?
Sure, but -2 from horse. So
Okay.
let's just cancel it.
Oh, shit. Well, what's
no,
he
no,
doing
go
over
to
there?
the, go
What's
to
he
the-
doing over
No,
there?
it's fine. It's fine.
Well, probably not what you got.
What'd you get?
I got a 5.
You got a 5. Marshall got a 5. Reno got a 20.
Oh, okay. Well,
Reno deftly grabs the pistol from Harper, leans back, closes one eye, pushes her tongue out to her bottom lip, and tries for a headshot.
a headshot? Oh, your kids suck, dude.
I'm aware.
I know.
She's going to Benny it?
Yeah, of course she is.
She's got Ellen. She's cool as shit.
She got him.
Yeah, she shoots the hat off his head as it grazes him, and he like yelps in pain. Lucky, go for it if you want. He's still like aiming at you, like one hand to his head, the hat thrown
He's
off.
still going for it, huh?
Yeah, he took one wound.
Holy cow. This guy's a champ. I almost want him to shoot at me now. Well, I guess I'm going to... Oh, I'm doing writing?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to try and shoot this gun out of his hand at -4.
Come on, man.
Well, that's not it. And I could save my last penny for soaking.
But he's going to shoot you.
Or... Or I could shoot it out of his hand, and that'd be pretty
Can he
cool.
have a Benny for shooting the chandelier down?
Yeah. How many bennies are you going to give me right now?
None.
that'll-
If you spend this Benny, I'll give it back to you after the sheriff shoots you.
Easy.
Because it's cool.
Spending that benny because I'm going to about to...
It's a reckless Benny spend, which I appreciate.
Oh, that's a 0.
Yeah. Fires wide. Shot. Sheriff
Nice
takes
try.
a shot. Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, always is. This is just a hit, right? Not kill?
The sheriff aims at you, both eyes open. His aim moves down, and a shot fires, and you feel the world fall out from underneath you as he nicks the horse. Not nicks the horse, fucking kills the horse.
Did you factor in 1 wound?
I did. Yeah. He rolled very well. 16 damage to the horse. Horses have 10 toughness. The horse does that very traditional, practiced, trained horse fall of like throwing its front body to the ground, and you're thrown off. Thaddeus, you see your brother roll into the dust beside you. Do you want to make a riding roll to like pick him up or something,
Oh, I
Thaddeus?
sure don't.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Is this the only horse that's not doubled up?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unless, no, yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, the sheriff cocks his hammer again, yelling at the deputy as Marshall rolls a 6.
It blew up.
Wow.
A 7.
Great. You barely get your senses back. Lucky as you see an arm swinging towards you, You clasp hands like a gladiator movie. You pull him up into the saddle behind you.
Come on now.
Cool. He whips onto it, grabs you around the waist, turns and flips off that fucker for shooting at me.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The camera pulls up into the air and like flying over the building, almost from like a crow's eye view. And we can see like this cloud of dust rolling around the building like the hand of a clock, right? As the crowd pours out the back and y'all run past the side and ride towards the front entrance where we see this little dot of Ellis coming down, and the camera pulls back down to ground level, pulling in on Ellis and riding down behind him. As Ellis, you see your brothers ride up on horses in the front of the courthouse, seemingly evaded the crowd, besides the ones fighting the fire.
Well, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you for coming back to the front.
Yeah, man, no
Yeah,
problem.
that was Caleb's idea, though, honestly.
Are our horses still out there, like my horse and so on?
Yeah, I think your horses would be here, although now this would be the time that it would be interesting if you failed a roll to get on a horse, Ellis.
It would be. There's also 2 gentlemen in this room that might not let me leave to get on this horse. They might be armed. I don't know.
No, so I think since they rolled equal with you, my thought was that they're not going to run, but they ran towards the group escaping out the back.
Oh, okay.
And the other 4 actually gave up and ran and went, fuck this, we're not finding Rhino from Superman or from Spider-Man.
Sick. Well, in that case, yeah, I'm going to try and get on this horse. What do I got to do?
Well, I guess, man, it's been a while.
The horse have to make a spirit roll? Or you have to make a
I have to make a riding roll
Yeah, you have to
at
make a riding.
-2.
Yes.
Normally. Is
Yes,
that?
that's correct, yeah. How many bennies do you have?
None.
Right.
This is really bad.
You can do this. Easy.
Lucky, get a Benny for all those dumb spins you did. That was great.
If it doesn't work out, I can just hoof it.
Yep, you can just ghost it.
But it's going to work out.
Oh
Those
my
both
God.
blow up.
He blew up
Those
both.
both blow up.
Out of 4 to 6. He blew up a 6. He blew up a 6.
How do you kill this horse, dude?
So I run down the steps. At the bottom of the steps, I jump, and I just kick this horse right in the face. And there's horse teeth flying through the air. They land in the sand. I say, it looks like you're going to need a new horse. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That's how we were going to escape.
Abel shoves, like, just, he doesn't dismount himself. He shoves Hannibal off and just, like, get on that horse, and motions towards the one that he had originally rode in on. He's just, like, circling, spinning his horse around to keep an eye out, really trying to urge everybody to move as quick as fucking possible, please.
Hannibal holds the reins of this one horse as it tries to pull back, and you just expertly, quickly jump on the horse before it has a chance to, like, try to pull away from you, and then it's sort of locked in fear underneath your thighs. It's a weird sentence.
Locked in fear beneath your thighs.
Between your
Damn, what a
thighs.
sexual comment.
What if Ellis runs, slides on the ground,
Yeah.
and kips up and lands on
Nice. It sounds like some shit out of a Jackie Chan movie for
and then
sure.
lands on the horse.
That's cool, dude. That's cool.
The horse is so confused about what's going on.
Just
He's
run.
too confused to be
He's
scared.
okay.
The motley Covids pull themselves together and take off out one of the many gates of Fort Frogmouth, leaving a wake of fire and anger behind them. The next scene is a fair, interspersed with trees that have long since lost their leaves, showing the passage of time, the summer days left for fall and perhaps winter. It's a cool 50 degrees. I think the camera is sort of like an aerial shot that comes down as if on a drone or a crane, sort of keeping its eye level straight with the horizon and then sort of being buried into the activity of the fair. We come down upon a fundraiser. What is Meadows set up in this fair this evening?
Basically, a town meet and greet to gain traction for her husband and his political machinations. Sounds more evil than she would put it, but I don't think it's inaccurate, because you gotta get all the people, the big people and the small people, is what she's heard him say multiple times.
Yeah, kiss babies and shit.
Yeah. So she wanted to facilitate a place with a good energy that would help, and maybe he would think it's a really good idea.
I imagine there's a lot of carnival games and what have you. Is this set up in the middle of them? Is this sort of like one of those areas that like you can rent out space for a party with like tables and canopies and stuff? What's like the space seem like?
I think there are a lot of tents, like a lot of tent canopies, like not circus tent in scale, but like smaller.
I'm imagining wedding reception tents. Is that about right?
Yeah,
You know what I
that's not bad. With some lanterns hanging in them because it's low light, so you need something. You're not going to trip over stuff.
This is just a meet and greet. Is there any sort of activity for people to enjoy while they're here? Free food?
Oh, there's definitely free food.
Is there any kind of like main event? Maybe there's like, I don't know, a pie baking competition where like Thomas is supposed to be the judge or something like that. I don't know.
You know what? I think Meadow thinks he would enjoy that. So she probably put that together.
Well, inside this pre-Festivus, the judges' tables have been filled with some local fare, other people you thought Thomas could rub elbows with successfully while they ate pie. All the chairs are filled and have been filled, except for Thomas's, who is now still absent as the winner of the pie competition has been announced. I think you're looking to the entrance as like one of the people here for the meet and greet kind of walks up to you. Excuse me, miss, they said you were in charge?
Oh, yes. How can I help you?
Yeah, I was here to bring to Thomas's attention some local issues. Is he going to be here sometime soon? I thought they said he was going to be here sooner.
Yeah, that was on the schedule. Perhaps he just got held up.
Yeah, I have the schedule here. I actually got two just to make sure. And yeah, it said he was supposed to be here. So I was just wondering, like, when's he going to show up?
Do you have a list? I can
A
hand
what?
it a list. I could hand off to him.
When will Thomas be here?
I don't know. He was supposed to be here a couple hours ago. I'm sure it was very important. He's got a lot on his plate, but not a pie.
There is no laugh from this short woman.
You see Meadow die inside.
Well, when can I speak with him then?
Most likely during his office hours. At this point, I'm afraid to say. But if you can pass your concerns through me, I will let him know as soon as I see him.
How many dozens of minutes are you willing to stand being berated by this woman, talking about the church being too loud, a wagon shouldn't be allowed to have more than 4 horses? How long do you listen?
Normally, she'd give her maybe 5 minutes, but right now, in this moment, she's got nowhere else to be. She's got nothing to do. She's just gonna listen to this old bat.
Is she gonna remember anything?
Absolutely not.
So she's sitting and enduring it, but she's not paying attention.
No. Just trying to figure out why he wouldn't have showed up. Because she worked so fucking hard on this for like a month.
Well, about 3 minutes into that, we cut to one of the tent flaps. Is like a lot of people are starting to move out, and Hiram, you sort of, gently push past a few people on their way out, and you walk into this beautiful tent that's been set up. Obviously, a lot of care was put into the color coordination and beautiful reds strung everywhere. All the judges are leaving happy, some of them with like a stained collars and shirts. And you look over and you see Meadow. What's Meadow look like today?
Today, I think she has a light gray dress on, but it's covered up in one of those very overly puffy coats with like a lot of fur ruffs and stuff. It looks very expensive. She's got her hair up in like a very intricate bun that she almost assuredly did not do herself. She has some ornamentation holding her hair up in the bun that's a matte, muted red, but put in artful positioning.
And Hiram, you also can see the deadened face that she's wearing from across the
Sure.
tent.
So is there still pie anywhere?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yes, there's
Okay.
definitely pie.
So he's gonna grab a plate and a piece of pie for himself, and then a second one that he can take over to her. Hiram is dressed in some of the nicer clothing that he owns at this point. A long sleeve button up, maybe like a wool, and then he has a dark vest over it, dark pants, nice shiny belt buckle. polished just for this occasion. Maybe he's bought a fancy new black hat that is not nearly as beat up or worn as the one that he takes out on day-to-day occasions. But he spots Meadow, and based on Meadow's expression and this diminutive woman who is just tearing into her, Hiram walks up and speaks loudly enough that he's talking over the woman. Oh, Mrs. Crane, I'm so glad that I found you. You are needed immediately for an emergency round of the pie competition.
Am I?
Absolutely. Here.
Oh, I thought it was already decided. That's wonderful news that there are more pies to be had. If you'll excuse me.
Make sure he hears my complaint about the muted bells. There has to be muted bells moving forward.
On the school.
On the church, ma'am.
On the church. On the church. I'll make sure it gets to him.
And she like keeps talking while Hiram is pulling you away.
Yeah, he starts to pull Meadow away, and he turns around at this woman who's still trying to follow them and just gives her his best glare. Like, go away now.
Oh, well, I'd never. Thomas will hear about this.
He always does.
You put all this together?
Yeah.
This is real nice. Come on, this is real nice. Look at all this. You got pie? I got pie? Eat some pie.
We could have pie back at home.
Yeah, but never do.
That's true. Not very good baker.
You know, sometimes after you put in a hard day's work, you just gotta sit back and appreciate the work that other people put in. Eat your pie. Just eat your pie.
Her eyes narrow as she is trying to work through that. Like, yeah, I do deserve pie. She takes the plate.
So, he didn't show, did he?
No, he didn't.
Hiram sucks on his teeth. I'm real sorry. I know you worked real hard on this. It's great though. Everybody had a really good time. Look how happy everybody is. You made those people happy.
I was just trying to make one person happy with me for once.
He nods to that but doesn't say anything.
I try to give him so much and he doesn't. He just puts me on a shelf where I can't mess with anything else. I do not remember what that lady was trying to tell me.
Well,
it just kept going.
Yeah, it seems like she was trying to tell you a whole mess of things. Is that normal? Do you have to sit and listen to people just talk like that all day? I mean, I guess you gotta listen to me.
You do like to chatter.
Not when I got pie in my mouth.
Well, put some more there.
Taking another bite.
I think she takes a bite of the pie and shakes her head, and she's like, I don't like rhubarb, and tries to take yours.
Oh, all right. I guess you deserve it. Here.
Thank you.
Come on, let's get you some fresh air. Fresh pie, fresh air. What more could you want? Come on.
Yes, sir. Let's go on outside.
Don't call me sir.
Meadow, your eyes glance over your hard work, and I think like kind of a sigh comes over you. And then, seemingly by magic, fresh air is brought into your lungs, and you're surrounded by something you've been missing all day. The fair's in full swing. The sun has gone down, and people are having fun with a violent nature that only comes when you know you only have so much time left to have fun. There's some livestock being weighed, huge pigs being brought over, the likes of which you've never seen in your life before. And I think you two sort of like start to walk caught up in the activity of it. Cows being checked for hair length or fur length. They've hair or fur. They got hair. Hair length.
I have no idea.
What sort of activity do you two stop in front of?
Meadow stops in front of like a horse hair braiding competition. Just like, I don't remember scheduling this.
Oh shit, she scheduled the whole fair?
Yeah, she put it all together. She worked really hard.
Oh my god.
I mean, did you hand this off to anybody else? Is this sort of a free-form thing?
That was not my intention, but I suppose things take on a life of their own, whether you want to or not, but this is all right. It's a fancy braid.
I mean, was it a normal hair competition and then they ran out of people, or there weren't enough to go round?
She just gives him a raised eyebrow look.
Hey, I'm not the one who has horsehair braiding at their fair, all right?
Unsanctioned horsehair braiding.
Well, someone's head's gonna roll for this, and they're probably gonna have a lovely braid in it.
Gonna kill a horse?
I don't think a horse could have planned this, Meadow.
Well, I don't know that. Look at its eyes. It's real shrewd.
It's a smarter horse than a lot of people I seen walking around here.
Something happened to your voice. You sound weird.
I sound weird.
Yeah, you sound weird.
What's that supposed to mean?
What you trying to do? Looks at him real hard.
Talk? I don't know. Be nicer than your husband who didn't show up?
Her mouth screws up to the side. You know, like when it's all on the one side, basically.
All right, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
I mean, it kind of sounds like you did mean that.
All right, well, maybe I did. But look all around here, Meadow. Look at what you did. You brought all these people. Everybody's having a nice time. You didn't do it for yourself. You already said that.
Almost on cue, 2 children run by with like face paint on.
Oh, was that unsanctioned face paint too?
I didn't get a good enough look at it.
Every time I look over and I see you, you just look so sad. Like you just don't want to be there. Or you're getting yelled at by some lady who the church bell's gonna be muted.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
That doesn't matter. I'm not telling him anything.
Sniffs, takes another glance around and then back to her. What shelf are you supposed to be on today? Where is he? Well, Mrs. Crane?
Don't call me that.
Sorry, Meadow. I like your hair.
Thank you. Took a long time.
Took somebody a long time.
You are not wrong.
All right, well, he ain't gonna show up, but we're still here. Come on. There's more than horsehair breeding, more than pie.
I did see that you were dipping stuff in chocolate around the bend.
Well, why are we standing here? Come on.
All right.
Let's go.
I think there's a shot of Hiram and Meadow, a silent shot, none of the fair sounds visible. It's a wide shot of both of them together, looking at each other as Meadow pulls the red string, literally and figuratively letting her hair down as she looses it in the wind. And as the red string flies by the camera, we see the two of them mingle with the crowd, becoming one with the fun of the night. Thank you for listening to Sounds Like Crows. I'm Caleb Sunstead, and you can find me on Twitter at MarshallCaleb. Thaddeus Crow is played by Marshall Sims at Mr. Malicious1 on Twitter. You can find him, me, Cameron Reed, and Alex on our other podcast, Omen's Call. Abel Crow is played by Isaac Sunstead at Abel the Crow on Twitter. Ellis Crow is played by Alex Horrell, who you can find on Twitter at Alex Horrell. Luciano Lucky Crow was played by Cameron Day, who you can find on our patron Discord server, The Crow's Nest. Harper Daisy Crow was played by Cameron Reed, who's on Twitter at CJReed211. You can follow the show on Twitter at Sounds of Crows, or find our contact information at soundslikecrows.com. And please tweet at us at Sounds of Crows with the hashtag LuckyPlease. Hashtag LuckyPlease. And a message you want us to talk about in character. Thank you to Doug and Allie Nesbitt for playing Hiram Crow, Meadow Nightingale, and then also for playing Hannibal and Reno Clanton. Thanks, guys. Y'all are the best. You can check them out on their show, RPG for You and Me, their current campaign, Neon Heat. And they just dropped a new actual play series on their Patreon, Silica Valley, which I heard Allie editing a little bit, and it's pretty good, y'all. Check it out. And oh my gosh, I forgot to thank our lovely musicians this episode. Thank you to Rudy Zuniga, Levi Rojas, James Quinn, and Renee Wanger for their work that has gone to great use. Thank you so much. And with all of that out of the way, folks, see you next Monday.